EH2O started in water treatment using a mineral precipitation technology. This of course adds to fouling. This presentation shows you fouling and how to fix it. Fouling creates a lot of problems. We're familiar with droughts and what they do. Your cooling tower is a giant air scrubber, bringing material into your system. Algae and dirt, live algae and dead algae, biomass, and lots of algae. We all know about algae making biofuels. The nasty one is iron. Your incoming water probably has iron in it. Your municipality chlorinates the water, which adds more iron from the piping. Even with chemical treatment, 5 mils per year with a corrosion rate can be a lot of iron coming into your system. Both this residential iron removal filter and your cooling tower oxidize the iron in the water into iron oxide particles. The residential system effectively removes this. Your cooling tower probably is not. GE has a water treatment handbook, and Chapter 25 is dedicated to fouling. They start out by explaining at low water velocities particles settle under the influence of gravity. So it is important to understand low flow areas and fouling. In the handbook, GE later explains how iron can be very troublesome by being a coagulant. They also explain how iron can precipitate water treatment chemicals such as orthophosphates. GE recommends the removal of fouling with filtration. Nalco also recommends removing or reducing the volume of fouling by filtering and cleaning the tower basin. Marley Cooling Tower provided an excellent review on how to manage cooling tower water quality. Note where they put the necessity for filtration in bright red letters. This side stream filtration for cooling towers report was produced by the Department of Energy. The scaling in microbiological activity is taken care of by the chemical treatment. The fouling is taken care of by filtration. This executive summary resulted in water reduction and energy efficiency gains. It also validated a decrease of scale formation on the heat transfer surfaces. Here are the results: reduction in water consumption, reduction in energy consumption, reduction in chemical use, lower maintenance cost, improvement in productivity and reduction in downtime, control of biological growth. You're about to see how side stream filtration does not stop fouling. This schematic shows the hydraulics of a simple 80-ton system with cooling tower and heat exchanger. It is side stream with a centrifugal separator that picks up large particulate. If the heat exchanger only had 90 ports or tubes, that would only be 2.6 GPM through each port, which is the lowest velocity of the entire circuit. Side stream filtration picks up smaller particulate, but still it's only side stream, and the heat exchanger has the lowest velocity. Basin sweepers work much better than the side stream systems you just saw, but the sprayers agitate the water and put the particulate into the sump. Outlets and sumps are the lowest part of your cooling tower. They naturally deliver fouling to your pumps and heat exchangers. Each individual port or tube has the lowest velocity in the system. The tower sump outlet sends the foulants to your ports and tubes. GE, Nalco, ChemAqua, Marley Cooling Tower, and the U.S. government are directing you to filter your system to remove fouling. Iron can enter from 3 separate sources. The cooling tower oxidizes the iron from these 3 sources. This oxidation converts the iron into precipitates that act as coagulants. Particle settling occurs under the influence of gravity, and the specific gravity of iron is very high. With the specific gravity and tackiness of iron, this is why other deposits wash out more easily. NACE recommends the removal of iron or iron compounds to prevent deposit corrosion. Full filtration works well, but most budgets cannot afford it. With how important filtration is for stopping fouling, EH2O is proud to introduce a novel full protection straining and filtration system. This system is better, faster, and cheaper than any other method. You're looking at a standard cooling tower. The appropriately sized directional filtration is placed in the cooling tower basin. This changes the direction of the flow, but cannot impede the flow volume. This filter is also self-cleaning. A tower basin sweeping system is installed. This keeps the suspended solids off the basin bottom. These solids are then filtered and removed from the system. The results with this filtration is remarkable. Most importantly, your condenser is fully protected with full flow filtration. Remove all problematic fouling materials. The installation is simple, and there's no maintenance whatsoever with directional filtration. This system is extremely cost effective. You're looking at the patent titled Wastewater Treatment Phosphate Removal by Iron Oxide. Note, prior to this invention, there has not been any process which will economically remove the orthophosphate ion from the water. And with the majority of chemical treatment, they are putting the orthophosphate ions in the water. By eliminating this problematic fouling, it greatly enhances the chemical treatment performance. It is certain you don't enjoy wrenching on strainers, shoveling cooling towers, cleaning heat exchangers, so start your fouling cleaning system today. Simply provide to your sales engineer the type of cooling tower that you have, the basin length, width, and height, the water overflow location, and the sump location and dimensions. Stop your condenser from receiving silt, clay, sand, and dirt, cottonwood, debris, lint, spores, iron and other oxides, chemical precipitates, hardness precipitates, and biomasses. Eliminate deposits in heat exchangers that cause deposit corrosion. This improves the efficiency of your heat exchanger and lowers and eliminates maintenance. Eliminating fouling improves chemical control. It also reduces microbiological growth in the system. By eliminating fouling, you increase your equipment life.